What up, YouTube? Trash Talking Circle, Dirty Bird Nation, Rise Up Nation was good. Sergeant AR10 back with another vid, checking in with y'all. Salute to everybody in that brotherhood. Salute to all the real fans that are sticking by this team. Still making videos about the team, still supporting the team, buying the merch, going to the games, rocking the gear, man. Salute to all y'all, man. I know it's tough. I know we're 1-6. A lot of fans are pissed. A lot of content creators are pissed. A lot of people, around the team just feel like that the team has just completely given up. But I don't think the guys have given up, honestly. Um, Going into this game on Sunday, I really don't think the guys have mailed it in yet. I think if Quinn gets fired, then the team will mail it in. And that's the reason why Arthur Blank is keeping Quinn around. I've come to the conclusion that Quinn is not going to get fired this year. Dimitrov may get let go, but deep down inside, I feel like Blank is loyal to Quinn. I don't think Quinn will get fired this year. I think we'll go maybe 5-11, 6-10, and then we'll get a new general manager, and Blank will bring in a new defensive coordinator. And then he'll keep our offensive coordinator. He'll keep Dirk one more year, and then Quinn will still be in charge of freaking the team. He'll still coach the team, but we'll have a new D coordinator. We might run the same defense. We'll just have a new D coordinator. But I honestly think deep down that Quinn's not going to get fired, man. I mean, any other GM, once you lose 4 or 5 games in a row, they would have got him out of there. You know what I'm saying? With the talent that we have on this team, they'd have got him out of there. So I don't think Quinn's going to get fired. Another thing about this team, I don't think, honestly, that the players want to hear anything that Quinn has to say because it's the same thing over and over again. Um, think back to, 10, 12 years ago when radio was big, before all the live streaming, before the internet took over radio and Sirius and all that stuff. Let's go back to 2000, 2001, 2002. You heard the same songs on the radio so much that you could kind of anticipate when the song was coming, like you knew the rotation, and you would just switch to another station because you heard the same song over and over and over again, 3, 4 times a day. Depending on, how much you were in your car, you would just be like, you know what, man, I'm turning the station, man. I'm changing the station. I want to hear a different song. And that's how I think the players feel right now. They're just they're just tired of hearing the same old things, the same old concepts from Dan Quinn. So they're tuning them out, and that's affecting how they play on Sunday. I think the preparation is the same for this team. I think they're just, like I said, they're just tired of Dan Quinn, and they know he's not going to get fired. So that gives them even more motivation to just coast and not care about winning on Sunday. So that's the attitude of this team. Um, Shout out to RTP, man. I saw you on your vid, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to Mad Mike Sports, man. Showing that video that Brian Baldigger broke down about this Falcons defense. They're making the same mistakes over and over and over again, game after game. They don't understand the defense and they're making the same mistakes. So that's the reason why we're 1-6 and pretty much the worst defense in football. Now, from Dimitrov's perspective, from Rich McKay's perspective, from Arthur Blank's perspective, um, I think that they're in a mindset of allowing the players to still give 100%, and if we don't win, then we'll just get draft picks. We'll get a high draft pick, a top 10 pick, if we have a crappy season. Let's say we go 6-10. We'll get a high draft pick and we'll trade down and get more players. I mean, this franchise, I mean, they're going to, a youth movement, which is surprising. I mean, we do have a lot of vets. We do have some guys, approaching 30 or even over 30 that's been with the franchise through the good and the bad. And I think they're willing to move on from him, especially if they're paying a lot of money for him. The Sanu trade, I mean, the Patriots been trying to get him since last year. Um, I think Dimitrov and Quinn made that trade just to show the players that they're expendable, and also to get that second round pick. I don't think they expected to get a second round pick, maybe a third or a fourth for Sanu. But when the Patriots offered a second, I think they just gave them an offer they couldn't refuse. Um, Nobody on this defense in particular plays pissed off. Nobody just gets a freaking, helmet to helmet collision penalty because they just completely thrown their bodies into somebody and tried to freaking end their career. That doesn't happen on this defense. It happens with other teams. You got a guy like Vontez Burfict that's not even playing no more because he's simply tried to punish the other team in any way that he could. But we don't have players like that. The NFL is different, and we don't have players like that. Our players are, I wouldn't say soft, but our players are, they're measured in their effort. You know what I'm saying? Their effort is measured. Once they're down maybe 10, 15 points, it's not the same amount of effort that they showed when the game was tied. And that's what really pisses me off. It should be 110% every time you're out there, mentally and physically. If you can't do it, just let the coach know that you can't do it, and they might be able to get somebody else in that can. You know what I'm saying? But um, this team, the arrow is definitely pointed down. All eyes are going to be on this team, whether we win or lose on Sunday, to see, if Quinn is going to get fired or not. But I got a feeling he's going to stay. I don't think we'll win on Sunday. I don't think the players will give 110%. And going to 1-7, going into a bye is going to be a lot of chatter. It's going to be a lot of pressure on Blank, but I think he's still going to keep Quinn around. I think he'll let go of Dimitrov, and he'll bring in a defensive coordinator. So everybody that's watched this video, salute to you. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Like I said, man, shout out to man Mike, shout out to RTP, shout out to all the Yucks fans out there, man. Salute to y'all. We should be playing y'all here in a few weeks. I don't know how they're gonna play after the bye. The Falcons players, man, you never know what you're gonna get out of them, man. We may go on a winning streak when this bye is over. They might have a freaking team meeting and then come together and everybody get what they gotta say out, and this team might transform after the bye, but who knows? But just know Sergeant AR-10 will continue to report on the Falcons, continue to support the team, continue to give my thoughts on how I feel, this franchise is going and how the team's going. So anyway, salute to everybody watching the vid. I will get up with y'all probably on game day. Have a great weekend, and take care of yourself. All right, peace.